Hello and welcome to OnBase 18 for Government, your highlights reel of the latest and greatest improvements in OnBase 18 for Government. Before we get started, just one note. There are many videos out in OnBase community to help you understand everything that's being released with OnBase 18. So please watch this video, but don't miss going out and seeing all the other videos covering the many changes that have been made. And please use them with your end users to help them understand what the changes are and to help you collectively figure out what new features to leverage as you update and upgrade to OnBase 18. One thing that's really gotten a makeover is the Unity client in 18. 300 or more software change requests have been closed and completed to improve the performance and usability of the Unity client, including things like new options for customizing the Unity experience for a particular end user and their role, and the ability to open large files quickly with better image handling, an important piece for government. Another important part of 18 is a new module called Image Forms. Image Forms will allow you to recreate forms that have an approved format, typically forms we get from the federal government or from state government, maybe those forms that our legal authorities have said have to look a certain way, and put the power of Unity forms behind them so we can be paperless, we can use an electronic form, we can run things through workflow, but keep that format that our users are familiar with and that our legal authorities have said we need to use. Very important. Go out and look at that video and see all the power of image forms. We've also made a number of security improvements throughout OnBase 18, but it now includes support for FIPS 140-2, the Common Access Card, and third-party identity verification services that people are using, as well as a number of security improvements for the web server. So do look at OnBase 18 and these security pieces, and I think they form a part of your overall effort to combat cyber threats and to make your OnBase system more secure. The mobile side of OnBase has also gotten some very great additions. So the OnBase identity provider piece allows you to use single sign-on and third-party identity verification providers with your mobile device accessing OnBase, and that helps to make the user experience in authentication more consistent with the Unity client and the web client. Also, we're supporting Touch ID now and signature capture. So nice improvements to the mobile app, security, and usability. Our flagship agenda voting minutes and video, a key government solution, has had a number of additions to help close the feature gap between OnBase Agenda and the Sire solution that you may have been using. So you're looking at meeting chair permissions and member requests to speak tools, better user interface enhancements, maintenance work on the agenda side, including refresh and workflow item filtering as you get more and more meetings in there. That's very important. The all option for searching, improvements also to the mobile version, Agenda to Go, which includes support for security pieces, mobile device management, and bringing the minimum version up to iOS 11. Also, Plan Review, another key government solution, has had a number of things added to it, which you would recognize as things that will make the day-to-day use of OnBase Plan Review better. So the way you review comments in the side panel, the way you manage the project groups that are probably growing in time as more and more submitters embrace electronic submission. Improvements in the user interface so that things just work better. Commands like when you access a project for the first time and the folders just open for you. These are things that save time and put the information that you need in front of you more quickly. Being able to create a marked plan set with any selected plan review documents just makes you more efficient and offers something that's better for the submitter when you return the plan set to them. There's additional fields added to the OnBase Plan review data provider, things like the review type, the project status, the alternate ID, and the status of the review cycle. These are very important. And of course, the ability to reopen closed projects, because sometimes we have to reopen closed projects. So that's nice that that feature was added. We also have a new administrative view in the Unity client to manage the portal accounts. Again, over time, as more people are using electronic submission, the ability to manage portal accounts more easily is an important addition. And we've added a couple of things to the Plan Review Toolkit API for those of you that are working with that API. Reporting dashboards, I think, is another key government solution, and there's been a lot of improvements in the dashboard editor. So if you are publishing dashboards out to your users, just know that there are more tools for you to make those dashboards more interesting and more meaningful, as well as making your life easier as you do that administrative function. We added a couple of dashboard items, scatter charts and tree maps, which are just nice additional ways to display data. And there's also a number of new features for the web client. So do go out and look at the reporting dashboards video, because there's a lengthy section on administration and what's been added. Very important to take a look at to make you more effective as you create these dashboards. One of my favorite integrations to OnBase is our integration to Esri GIS solutions. And this is, of course, another piece of mission critical software and technology for government. So there is a lot of stuff added to the OnBase Esri integration. So please go and view that video. Please share it with your GIS professionals, because there's a number of things that will make a lot of sense to them in that video. So you'll see things like improvements to that little floating GIS widget that's the OnBase search window and hit list. New filter features. You can catch your workview objects. The OnBase mapping has user experience enhancements and workflow tasks. We are now even more robust in terms of being a feature layer with support for ArcGIS Online. And very importantly, in a piece of geolocation capture, we can now bring the EXIF data from photos and to help you place that photo on the map, as well as being able to use more geocoders if you're using a custom geocoder. So just one little example as we end this video highlights reel. Here is an OnBase feature layer. You're looking at a GIS map, and what you're seeing there in the purple dots are agenda items that are stored in OnBase, a part of our agenda solution, now showing up on a GIS map of your community, so that you can bring together the map and the agenda items for a better understanding of agenda items that have a geospatial implication. This can lead to better decision making and a better understanding of what is happening in your legislative process. And as always with Esri GIS, when you bring GIS and OnBase together, you drive better government decision making. As I said at the start of this video, there are many wonderful new things in OnBase 18 that you should take a look at. So please go out to onbase.com/community, look at those videos, and please let us know if you have any questions. Thanks for your time today.